Hello everyone and welcome to this quick tutorial on week 3 and the different activities, the 5 activities that I have added to my course. So we are on week 1, introduction, and if we scroll all the way down, I have added a quiz. In this case, it is locked because I want them to complete it only after having gone through the introduction in the classroom management. What is classroom management? So if we click on it, what happens is that we can go and preview the quiz. In this case, for example, if I go to the first question, I can choose A, B, C, and I have different questions. As you can see here, for demonstration purposes, I can see it is light gray because there are answers there already. So for example, here I had added already some matching. Number 3 is multiple choice again, so we can say that. I can also edit the question if I want to. Number 4 was also there. Number 5 is white because it hasn't been attempted. If I click on that one, then I can choose an answer and then go to next page, and you will see that now it's turned gray. Okay, so I'm just going to go back because this is for demonstration purposes, and that was my activity 1 for week 1, which is quiz. Week 2, I have added a notebook LM 3 hours contract assistant. In this case, because this week we look at the 3 hours contract, if participants click on it, they can chat with notebook LM and ask questions about the 3 hours contract. As you can see on the left, I have added information about the course syllabus and also the 3 hours contract, so that's the information source that the LM is going to use to be able to interact with participants. They can start typing, they can use the prompts given, and then they have different options. Going back to then my third activity for week 3, which is based on personal pledges, the personal pledge contract, then I added a glossary. And for the glossary, I think it's important that we all define what different terms mean. So in this case, if we click on it, it says contract terms are essential for everybody's understanding and for all to know what is or not allowed. Let's create our own glossary for the personal pledge contract by defining together the terms that are important for us and our students to understand 100%. We can reflect on and define our understanding of responsibility, ownership, and self-regulation, but please add anything that you think would be important for us, for our students to be clear on. The first one on responsibility has been added as an example. Important when adding your entry, please write your name in parentheses. And if we scroll down, the first one you can see that has been added there. We can add here. We can export it to my portfolio. I can edit it, I can delete it, I can link it, I can comment on it as well. And participants can just click on add entry. And then what they see is this. Basically, they need to add a concept here. They need to add a definition here, maybe keywords or an attachment, but I don't see how that would be relevant. Maybe an entry from some source, and then save their changes. And that's how the glossary works. Let's move on to week 4, and that's where we look at mutual goals contract. For this one, I created a checklist. And in this case, it's called Building a Strong Mutual Goals Contract. Instructions to participants: use this checklist to make sure your mutual goals contract includes all the key elements needed to foster clarity, trust, clarity, and collaboration with your learners. Tick off each item once it's included or planned in your contract. Add one more entry you think is necessary, and the idea is that people tick it, just for example here, and they can also add their own item. If they click there, they can click on that, stop adding your own items. And this activity is a nice follow-up because in the discussion forum, then we can decide on which are the most important ones for our checklist and decide on a mutual checklist. So let's go to week 5, which is the last activity. In this one, I created another sticky notes activity. I'm repeating it, but I thought it was very useful because it is about discerning poor, unacceptable, and between poor, unacceptable, and seriously offensive behavior. And this is important. Oh, I need to check the spell in there, because very often when I observe teachers in my context, sometimes we can ignore poor behavior. And sometimes I think that teachers tend to just treat all behavior in the same way, when sometimes if we realize that one student is just trying to get our attention, that we can deal with it directly right there and then without disturbing everyone else and without making a scene, then we would probably have a less stressful day. In this activity, we explore together what is poor, unacceptable, and seriously offensive behavior. It is essential for our own sanity and mental health that we are able to distinguish between these, as oftentimes a lot of drama and stress can be avoided if we're able to respond appropriately to the different types of behavior. Here, we have 3 columns. People need to click on the plus to add what they define as poor behavior. For example, I'm just typing away. They save it and then they can see it here. They can add a heart, edit it, or delete it. I'm going to delete it as this is just for demonstration purposes. Okay, so let's go back to week 5. And basically, those are my 5 activities. Thanks for watching and let me know what you think.